Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, greetings of virtue. Good afternoon, BPJS Kesehatan ambassadors all over Indonesia. Welcome to the semi-final of Initiative National Debate Competition 2024. It's very good to see you all here again. So this afternoon, we will witness an interesting match between Yogyakarta from Regional Deputy 6 as the affirmative house versus Ini and the crew from Regional Deputy 11 as the negative house. Before we start, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Laras Handoko from Regional Deputy 10. I will be your moderator for this afternoon with the help of my friend Mrs. Vika as co-moderator along with Corporate University. And then I would like to say hi to our honorable adjudicators. We have 3 adjudicators for this session. First adjudicator is Mrs. Asiraf Mursalina. Hello, Mrs. Lily. How are you today?
Feel great. Have a great debate, people.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Lily. And second adjudicator is Mr. Rahmat Hidayat. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Hello, everyone. How are you today? I hope you are good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, and last but definitely not least, third adjudicator, Mrs. Mardiana. Hello, Mardiana, how are you?
Hello, everyone. I'm fine. Let's see the
Okay.
good shows here, the good match today.
Thank you. I would like to say thank you for our adjudicators today for making the time for INDC 2024. And here we have 2 teams competing for the semi-final. In the affirmative house, we have Yogyakarta. Hello, Yogyakarta.
Hello.
We have the first speaker of Yogyakarta here. Can you introduce yourself and say something to everyone?
Good afternoon. Is
Good
my voice is
afternoon.
clear?
Yes.
Sorry, I use mask because I got a flu, but when I speak, I will leave it on. I'm Trisna from the Affirmative House. Please support us. Thank you.
Thank you. Then we have the second speaker here. Please introduce yourself and say something to everyone.
Hello. My name is Bunga as the second speaker of Yogyakarta team. Today is our first debut, our first performance debut as affirmative host. So please cheer us up and I hope we can do the best. Thank you.
Thank you. And moving on to the third speaker, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Angga. I'm the third speaker of Yogyakarta.
Okay, thank you. Before moving on to the opposition, I would like to ask you guys, Team Yogyakarta, a question. How confident are you in winning this round and why? Can anyone care to answer the question?
We're kind of confident because our opponent is INDC. So if we beat INDC, then we win the INDC. Does it make sense?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we will see today. Along with the team is also Yogyakarta's counselor, Mr. Muhammad Subhan. Moving on to the opposition or negative house is Ini and the crew. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello. We have the first speaker of Ini and the crew. Can you please introduce yourself?
Okay. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Budi from the first speakers negative house, and I'm so nervous, but we will do the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Budi. I think everyone in this Zoom is as nervous as you are. Okay, then we have the second speaker. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Anna. Good luck for today's debate. Thank you.
Thank you, Mbak Ana. And then the third speaker, please introduce yourself as well and say something to everyone.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ria from the INDC. I'm the third speaker. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I also would like to just ask you guys a question. Do you think that INDC team has what it takes to win INDC 2024? And why is that? Anyone care to answer?
We will to doing the best, and win or lose is nothing to lose, but our team is doing we will doing the best. Thank you.
Thank you, first speaker. Along with the team is also INI and the Cruz counselor, Mrs. Nara Grace. Then I want to say hello to all the audience in the Zoom meeting. To all the audience, the chat box is all yours. So please bomb them with all your supporting messages for both teams. Everyone is open to give your support and cheer to your favorite team. But remember, it's a safe space, so please keep it positive and be kind. Before we start, allow me to read some small rules for all participants. First, no participants are allowed to open their microphones before their own turn. Second, team members must rename themselves with the format team name underscore first, second, or third. And the third rules, each team member joins with their own Zoom account and not allowed to join in shared account. And the last, the operator may do necessary things to make sure that the session runs smoothly. That's it for the rules. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and our honorable adjudicators, without any further ado, let's start the debate. So, the motion for this session is, this House believes that BPJS Kesehatan should expand partnership to international healthcare providers. Debaters, I hope everyone is prepared for today's motion and use your time wisely. The first chance of speaking comes to first speaker of affirmative side. Are you ready? The operator, please set the timer. You have 3 minutes. You can see it you can see the time in the corner. To the first speaker of affirmative side, your time begins once you start speaking.
Good afternoon, honorable adjudicator, esteemed opponent, and respected audience. I am Trisna as the first speaker from the affirmative house. Today, we stand firmly in support of the motion BPJS Kesehatan should expand partnership with international healthcare provider. First, let's define the motion clearly. By expanding partnership, we mean establishing collaboration in two main areas, training and capacity building partnership, and medical research and innovative partnership. BPJS Kesehatan will act as the facilitator for this partnership that initially focusing on online-based learning. This does not involve utilizing JKN fund for healthcare service outside of the Indonesia, which is prohibited by Peraturan Presiden. BPJS Kesehatan is already recognized globally as the largest single-payer health insurance system in the world, according to the Lancet in 2021. Furthermore, an article in Tempo highlights how several countries have visited BPJS Kesehatan to learn from its experience, recognizing it as a model for achieving universal health coverage. This interest from the international community highlights the potential for mutually beneficial partnership. Despite that, Indonesia healthcare system still faces significant challenges. According to study from Professor Dr. Nasruddin from Airlangga University Hospital, Indonesia has fewer than one doctor for 1,000 people, leading to severe lack of healthcare professionals. There are also significant disparities in access to healthcare service between urban and rural area, with rural region often lacking adequate infrastructure and medical equipment. Moreover, non-communicable disease record for more than 70% of all death in Indonesia. displays tremendous burden for our healthcare system, as managing chronic condition requires substantial resource and long-term care. All of the problem eventually impact on the implementation on JKN program. But with our experience on partnership in organizational level, we can push deeper and initiate partnership on healthcare provider level to help solve the problem. Our second speaker will explain more about implementation and positive impact of the partnership ladder. The partnership we initiate will be an effort from us to help solve the problem that impacting the implementation of the JKN program, and at the same time give back more to our healthcare provider as our partner, helping them to share, learn, and closing the gap because of the lack infrastructure by enhancing their skill and knowledge. The conclusion, expanding partnership with international healthcare provider is essential for overcoming the significant challenges faced by Indonesian healthcare system. It will enable us to improve the quality of care, reduce the healthcare disparities, and eventually help JKN sustain. Thank you.
Okay. Next, the first speaker of negative side. Your time begins once you start speaking.
Okay, good afternoon, honorable adjudicators and ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the time that's been given to me. I'm the first speaker from the negative house, and we have listened to the arguments from the first speakers of the affirmative house. But there are a few points that need more explanation about this motion, and I still unclear about the first speakers mentioned that these motions. And from our side, we have some questions about this. And we know, based on an Encyclopedia of Public Health, international healthcare, it's this motion we will expand about the international healthcare. Based on Encyclopedia of Public Health, international healthcare refers to a system where health services are provided across different countries, regions, and continents to offer benefits that go beyond national borders. And based on this, we have some questions for the affirmative house. So first, these regulations is not clear and the standards. So if we to implementation this regulation, how do you plan to manage and resolve this conflict, this international regulation to ensure that the system work effectively and smoothly? And the second, if international healthcare systems are not proper managed, they can negatively impact the existing national healthcare systems. And this could to problems such as budget cuts and a higher cost for members and a lower quality of services. So for second questions, how will existing insurance systems be integrated with this international model? And who will be able to use international healthcare services? Will they be available to everyone or just specific groups? And how will this model integrated to insurance systems in each country? And on the third, managing international healthcare abroad present its own set of challenges. There are issues such as how to finance the system, how to handle difference in service pricing, and dealing of currency difference. So will this result in additional premium for members? And I think, and the last, we know that is the first speaker said is international Indonesian citizens and can to improve this regulation. So I wanna questions for the second speaker to explain about this to implement it. I think that's all, and more detail will be explanation for second and third speakers. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, the second speaker of affirmative team. Your time begins once you start speaking.
Ladies and gentlemen, the honorable adjudicators and team members, as the first negative house speaker said that our arguments are unclear. I think the negative team is the one who failed to understand the motion. Let me clearly restate our motion. Our house believes that BPJS Kesehatan should expand partnership to international healthcare providers. Let's delve into how this international partnership will be implemented and the positive impacts they will bring to Indonesia's healthcare system. The first one is about training and capacity building partnership. Our first priority is to address the shortage of healthcare professionals by closing the gap on skill and knowledge. We will initiate specific training programs focusing initially on online-based learning and workshop with international healthcare providers. A study from PubMed Central on virtual training for medical officers and community health officers in critical care management showed a significant improvement in knowledge, with average scores improving from 47 to 89 from pre-test to post-test. These training efforts will be led by the Corporate University of BPJS Kesehatan, ensuring a structured and high-quality approach. According to Professor Dr. Nasronuddin, continuous training is essential to keep up with medical advancement. By collaborating with international experts, we can ensure that our doctors and nurses receive world-class training without the need for extensive overseas travel. The second one is medical research and innovation partnership. Collaborating with international institutions on research initiative will enable us to address prevalent diseases in Indonesia more effectively. For instance, partnership focus on non-communicable diseases or NCDs, which account for over 70% of deaths in Indonesia, will help us develop innovative prevention, treatment, and improve disease management strategies. Such research collaboration, also led by the Corporate University of BPJS Kesehatan, can invite Kemendikbudristek and Kemenkes to widen the scope. This will attract global attention and investment, positioning Indonesia as a hub for medical research in Southeast Asia. From a financial perspective, these initial online-based partnerships are cost-effective and will lay the groundwork for more tangible collaboration in the future. As the largest single-payer health insurance system in the world, BPJS Kesehatan can attract funding and support from international organizations and government interested in contributing to global health improvement. By establishing this partnership, we will benefit from shared resources and expertise that can directly improve healthcare infrastructure over time. If this initial online-based collaboration proves successful, we will expand them into more tangible partnership involving exchange program, joint ventures, facility enhancement, and advanced medical equipment provision through international sponsorship. In conclusion, the detailed implementation of this online-based partnership will bring numerous positive impacts, including improved healthcare professional training, innovation research, and better public health initiative. This will lead to a more resilient and sustainable healthcare system in Indonesia, with potential for even greater advancement as the partnership evolves. Thank you.
Okay, your time is up. Next, the second speaker of negative team. Your time begins once you start speaking.
Okay, good afternoon, honorable adjudicators, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the second speaker of the negative house. Okay, the first and the second speaker from the affirmative house have stated their arguments, but as we know, the burden of proof to prove that this motion lies within the affirmative house. By proposing this policy, the affirmative house needs to explain their methods and mechanism on how this policy will be carried out. Like, for example, should we expand the partnership only with primary healthcare services or with hospital and so on and so forth? This needs to be addressed well. Is there any cost-benefit analysis that has been conducted and showed that this proposal is not harming our financial condition in the future? I hope this question will be answered by the third speaker of the affirmative house. Okay, let's move on. Based on the journal about equality challenges in Indonesia, which has been first published in 2023, there were disparities in hospital utilization between regions in Indonesia. Thus, health service facilities need to be developed, including an evenly distributed hospital. Many hospitals or health facilities are built densely and in populated areas for economic purposes. Why should we focus expanding partnership with international healthcare providers if the situation in our country alone still has not yet reachable to everyone and there are still many disparities in it? is the proposal that has been proposed by the affirmative house could actually address these disparities alone. Because if we are talking about disparities, the number of registered participants in JKN program is moreover low income who receive subsidies from the government are considered to be non-paying. Despite the reform of social security and the ambition to provide medical coverage for the entire population, the Indonesia healthcare system remains largely unfunded, which affects the quality of care provided. Will the proposal that has been said by the affirmative house could actually decrease these disparities and the quality of care that has been provided by the healthcare system that has existed now? I think that's all that I want to address. Thank you.
You still have 30 seconds. Do you still want to use it?
Oh, I don't think so.
Or
Thank you.
okay, thank you. Next, the third speaker of Yogyakarta. Your time begins once you start speaking.
Thank you, honorable adjudicators, esteemed opponents, and valued audience. Let's consolidate our position and address the remaining concerns regarding our motion to expand partnerships between BPJS Kesehatan and international healthcare providers. At this point, we still think that the negative house still fail to understand the motion of today's debate. Let me make it clear and simple so it's easy for you to understand. Our approach of this partnership is based on 2 points: training and research on medical. To make it simple, let's say you see it as an international extra class that can be joined for free for our partners, our local partners. But let's not forget that this is a mutual partnership. So we can also teach back to them and give what they need about the information or updates about healthcare. So as our first speaker highlighted, the significant challenge that been faced, that you mentioned also, is the shortage of the healthcare professionals and the high burden of NCDs. That's the challenge that we want to approach. So we want to maintain the gap of that disparities by upskilling and research. On this partnership with the international healthcare providers, BPJS Kesehatan will just act as the facilitator, the link to connect the international healthcare providers to our partner local healthcare providers. So we are connecting them, make them interact, and they can teach each other about the update of healthcare based on the trend that they are facing. So we know that we are not in the position that spending a lot of money is possible. But remember, we have the status of the largest single payer health insurance. There's our main power that stated by our first speaker. We are proven to attract a lot of interest from international communities. They want to learn from us. So why not do it the other way, systematically? That's why we propose a training and research partnership that mostly online based back by funding from the international organization or CSR to make sure no financial burden on BPJS Kesehatan or Indonesian government. And while we have repeatedly stated that all of this will be online based, it is proven to be effective to create an online training in the topic of healthcare, stated by the study from PubMed Central. And this positive impact of this partnership are clear, and improved training will help us to address the issues. Our current challenge that we are facing to leverage global expertise for sustainable improvement. So, honorable adjudicators, we urge you to support this motion for the benefit of Indonesia's healthcare and the well-being of its people. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, the third speaker of the negative house. Your time begins once you start speaking.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and honorable adjudicator. As the third speaker, I would like to express our views on the unnecessary expansion of partnership with international provider, as already outlined by our first and second speaker. And after hearing the proposal from the affirmative team believe that the online training will improve that sustainability our healthcare system. But we have to evaluate our healthcare system first. Before the online training, we need to profiling what the problem with our healthcare system. As we know, we're facing deficit issue. How this online system will solve that with different scheme of healthcare abroad. We have healthcare facilities that need to be developed from Sabang to Merauke before comparing ourselves to other abroad. Would it be better to address the internal issue of our own healthcare facilities? Why we facing deficit issue? What the healthcare need to improve the healthcare system? And we believe we have our own data to find out the problem first. BPJS Kesehatan itself aims to provide equitable healthcare access for Indonesian, particularly lower income group, as I said before. And then we want to ask the affirmative team how to manage the online partnership with the expansive partnership with international provider. In our view, there is no urgency to expand that partnership. As the caution perspective, BPJS Kesehatan should focus on improving the health facilities it's already partnered with it, with our data problem first. BPJS Kesehatan might currently be more focused on developing and improving domestic health facilities, including enhancing access and quality of healthcare services across Indonesia. A primary focus may be on building adequate health infrastructure to serve the entire population of Indonesia. We believe that by focusing on the better and more equitable services to entire population of Indonesia without relying on international cooperation at this time is more important. And BPJS Kesehatan is already one of the largest social health insurance scheme globally, covering over the 2020 million participants more in Indonesia. And then given the different financing scheme, there is no immediate need to expand cooperation with international health facilities. As you know, additionally, the Omnibus Law with government health regulation open the opportunities for foreign health workers to work in Indonesia. Just rather than offering online to the abroad, this regulation support the presence of foreign professional in the Indonesian health sector. I think that's from our view. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now we are entering the conclusion part. The first team that deliver their conclusion or replies goes to the negative house and then replied by the affirmative house. The negative house, you shall be ready. Your time begins once you start speaking.
Okay, we need to remember that the number of registered JKN participants with low income who receive subsidies from the government who are considered to be non-paying or penerima bantuan iuran, or we know as PBI, is higher than the number of registered JKN participants who are non-PBI. The systematic barriers that restrict access to healthcare providers for communities with low income have not yet been thoroughly examined. Communities living in rural area with few financial resources might encounter challenges in accessing healthcare providers due to inadequate infrastructure, for example, poorly developed roads or little transports. These barriers increase the overall cost of obtaining healthcare providers, and the expense incurred in reaching healthcare providers could be more than direct healthcare cost. Our main problem right now, healthcare should be more accessible, affordable, and trusted for communities, especially those with low incomes. The out-of-pocket expenses and indirect healthcare costs should be reduced. Multi-sectoral collaboration between national and subnational government is necessary to achieve these aims. Unequal access to healthcare, which heavily favors people with high incomes, should be addressed in the long term. How can we actually measure the result of this motion if it actually being implemented? And what about the benefit that gained by the JKN participant directly? How can we actually measure this? Because while we've seen some indirect advantages, such as what has been mentioned by the affirmative house, increased band viability, improved content reach, the tangible, immediate benefits to our members or JKN participants is still not yet could solve our main problem, such as disparities that has been mentioned by us before. I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, the affirmative house. Your time begins once you start speaking.
Good afternoon, honorable adjudicators, esteemed opponents, and respected audience. The arguments of negative house are still unrelated. It's unrelated with the motion we've been brought out from the first speaker. The negative team still failed to address the motion and contain a lot of inconsistency. For example, about the issues from internal that been told by third speaker of negative team. It was been explained by our first speaker. Should we stop growing when we have problems? No, we should find the solution, and this is one of the solution. And we already explained that our arguments are still accountable in regulation. Our first speaker outlined in several challenges in our healthcare system, a critical shortage of professional and the high burden of non-communicable disease or NCDs, which strain the JKN program. We propose partnership focus on training and capacity building and medical research and innovation, with BPJS Kesehatan facilitating these efforts initially through online-based learning. We also detail the implementation of this partnership training programs led by the Corporate University of BPJS Kesehatan will provide world-class education to our healthcare workers. Research collaboration will develop innovative solutions for managing NCDs, enhancing care quality, and attracting international funding. We address potential counter-argument by highlighting the cost-effectiveness and sustainability of the initial online-based approach. Funding will come from international organizations, ensuring no financial burden on BPJS Kesehatan or the government. This partnership offer mutual benefits through shared insight and opportunities. The positive impacts are clear. Improved training will close the healthcare workforce gap. The second of negative speaker has been worried before. And innovative research will enhance disease management, reducing the JKN's program burden and ensuring its long-term sustainability. In conclusion, expanding partnership with international healthcare provider is a strategic move that will transform Indonesia's healthcare system. We urge you to support this motion for the benefit of Indonesia's healthcare and its people. Thank you.
Okay, that means the debate session is over. Thank you, everyone. Everyone did very well to deliver your opinion, and most of you used your time very, very well. Now it's time to let our adjudicators to have a breakout room session to discuss this debate, and we will come back in a few minutes. To the speakers, you may get a break, but remember to stand by until the session is officially done. Okay, I think that was one of the fastest discussion in INDC 2024. So welcome back, our adjudicators. This is competition, so we must decide which team deserves to the final of INDC 2024. We would like to invite Mrs. Lily to deliver the feedback and comment. Time and media are yours, Mrs. Lily.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Laras. Well, both of the team, I just want to say that your debate are very entertaining, a high qualified kind of debate. I believe both of the team do their homework very good at researching the motions and find a lot of argument. I'm very happy that this debate does not become to a speech competitions instead. So it is a real debate in which people are responding to their opponent very well. So that's what happened in this debate. So both of the team, you are excellent. Okay. But somehow we still have to choose the winner. Okay. So here's some point. The best thing that the affirmative had already done is defining the motions very clearly. Unfortunately, when the first speaker of the affirmative house having the elaborations of her own definitions, the examples of how this cooperation should work go beyond our expectations. Not only the first speaker of the negative house, even me as the educator, as I'm listening to the first speaker, I'm questioning how. So I keep on questioning that. But then again, the negative house, even though he said that it is not unclear. I'm not agree. It is indeed very clear. But you're questioning about how is that works, how that will works, how your proposal will work. That is the best. That is the very basic question that is very relevant to what the affirmative house said. But then again, the cooperation between the first speaker and the second speaker of the affirmative house are very, very good. They are a solid team. So the second speaker having a very nice elaboration. I like those emotions. You really throwing away all your emotions into this debate. Nothing personal, really. And also the second speaker, we have a very hard time of the negative house. We have a very hard time to, wow, this is also a very good response of the second speaker of the negative house. Unfortunately, I am waiting for a longer elaborations from you. You have 3 minutes, but you only use 1 minute. Meanwhile, your questioning your opponent are very, very valid. For example, how the mechanisms of your cooperation can solve the disparities of health services and so on and so far. You had already questioned that, but just on the surface. The third speaker of the affirmative house, we admire how you are being so calm, but that does not decrease any sense of your rebuttal. So you know what? You can make you can kick your opponent while smiling calmly. That's what you did. So it is very good. And also the same thing happened to the third speakers of the negative house. You do your rebuttal, you do your jobs very good. So this is actually a very interesting debate, a debate you will watch without doing anything but pay a full attention to. So I would like to congratulate to the both of the house. And for the winner, Mr. Rahmat Hidayat will announce, and for the best speaker, Mrs. Anna will announce. The time and place is welcome for Mr. Rahmat Hidayat. Thank you.
I think Mrs. Anna announced the best speaker first. I think so.
Okay.
Make it okay,
Thank you,
please, Miss Anna.
Miss Lily and Mr. Ahmad. Guys, I'm so sorry. I am on the way to go to some place, so I can see you properly from here. Is it okay? But anyway, congrats for all of you who are already in semifinal match. First, I want to say thank you very much to both of teams for your engaging and insightful presentations today. We have just witnessed a heat debate before, Miss Lily and Mr. Ahmad. I would like to give you a big applause for it. And like Miss Lily said before, both of teams made some valid points and supported with relevant examples and some statistics. However, we also face some challenge and criticism from your opponent. So we did like that you can bring the facts to the table this afternoon. And both of them are great, and all of you are already great debater. I guess all of adjudicators agree with me, but we have to choose the best one. So for best speaker, what we have to underline is how the speaker can use the time we have given to you very well, and how you can explain your argument elegantly with complete data, of course, and how you answer the challenge from another speaker from another team. And how you convince us, of course, about the argument. And the adjudicators finally choose the second speaker from Affirmative House as the best speakers. Congratulations for Miss second speaker.
Bunga.
Sorry. Okay. Congratulations.
Miss
Uh,
Flower.
I guess, yeah, Miss Flower, yeah. I hope I can see you in the next year in the debate, but we hope maybe in the final you can bring us more joy, yeah, and hit debate too. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay,
Thank you
thank
very much.
you, Mrs. Anna. Then I would like to invite Mr. Rahmat to give comments and also announce our winner for today's session.
Okay,
So,
thank you,
Mrs.
Ms.
Rahmat, your
Laras.
time is yours.
So, as Mrs. Lily said and Miss Anna said, the both of them are great. So we have difficult to choose which one is better. So this on the game, so we have to choose the winner. So, but really, both of you are great. If we can choose the two teams as a winner, we will do it. Believe me. So because only one winner, so we announce the winner for debate today in this afternoon is from Affirmative House. Congratulations for you.
Congratulations.
I see Bunga is very happy. Yeah. Okay.
Makasih Bu Asraf, Mas Rahmat, Mbak Matiana.
But negative team, you are defeated respectively.
Iya.
Jadi kalah dengan terhormat. This is a very
Iya.
hard opponent you face
Iya.
here.
Kalau boleh
Yeah.
dua pemenang, dua-duanya menang sebenarnya.
Yes.
But we still have another match for the
The
third
negative house,
place.
the third place.
Yes, the
Okay.
third
Yeah.
place.
Do your best
Do your
and
best.
build more solid communication between you three. Okay.
Okay, congratulations to Yogyakarta team. You made it to the grand final. And we also appreciate the other team in the ND group for their performance. Congratulations for making it this far. We will see you in the third spot of INDC of 2024. I hope today's debate gives you an amazing experience. You may not win today, but you have won this competition in our hearts. Thank you everyone for joining today's match. Thank you for our amazing adjudicators, team counselors, and supporters. See you in the grand final. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you everyone.
Makasih banget Bu
Thank
Asraf.
you.
Semangat ya, teman-teman ya.
Congrats
Makasih.
Yogyakarta.
Congratulations.
Congrats,
Congrats.
Yogyakarta.
Saya izin live ya, Yogyakarta ND
Thank
keren.
you.
Dah.
Miss Lily, Mr. Rahmat.
Really.